Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins. I'm the Mysterious JG. I think I got it right that time, and didn't make a meal of it. But we have done these side missions that I'm aware of. We done them. The side missions that we have access to at this point, I mean. So the Suffering of Fools is a main story mission. We do have these battle simulator side missions that we haven't done for New Wappets, but that's kind of it. As far as like actual, it's the Suffering of Fools is the main mission that remains. And these different memories, we have done all the ones that we know about. Some of them are unlocked in other missions, so we may have missed some. But it does appear that it's time for the Suffering of Fools, where we are below the equipment level needed to be good. Jack realizes that his sense of purpose, his hunger to destroy chaos, is gone. Whether this is because they defeated all the fiends, or because of something else he does not know. With the Dark Crystal no longer functioning, the party has no choice but to resign themselves to the black mist that appears whenever they defeat monsters. Engulfed once again in darkness, Jack realizes he was born in Lufenia, and this truth causes his mouth to twist into a plain smirk. Bats are excited right around it and begins to think that maybe they too have some relation to Lufenia. The party presses on. We'll start. It's Terra Tortura. It's Dry Tortuga. They call this place a facility. A facility, ha! It's like calling a planet a rock. Accurate, yes, but it does not do it justice. An island, a massive continent. It was chosen this time for the vast stores of quasi-magical energy stored here. Vast stores that were stored... Come on, guys. You can write a better sentence than that. Dimension 6, where legends of this land still linger, it's a harbinger of the end times. Likely as not, the energy lying untapped here has something to do with that. Though the sum total of darkness grows ever greater, if you, my dear friend, can make it here, perhaps this time. So is this like a reference to the floating continent, little mini continent thing from Final Fantasy 3, which I'm now supposed to call 6? Maybe. I always thought, I mean, I liked Final Fantasy 3, which we now call 6, is one of the best games ever, but I thought the floating continent part, come on guys, you stole that from Lufia. No one else ever had a floating continent before Lufia, with the Fortress of Doom.
The Lufenians sent me here.
Oh, Lufenians, they even stole that from Lufia. Even though Lufenia, Lufin appears in Final Fantasy 1, so...
Where did this desperate urge to eradicate chaos come from?
It's like being horny for you know what.
If this is what we think it is, if this really came from our homeland, from Lufenia, then they must already know what's going on here.
Huh?
Astos. He's not
the fresh maker
and recording the status of the darkness. He's reporting back to his superiors. Let's kill these monsters and pry some answers out of it.
What's changed? Like the last time they cornered Astos, it was to get some answers out of him, and he was just like, "Hey, go do this thing. I'm out of here later," and they let him go. Like, why now is it like Astos? Now, if we go talk to him, we'll get answers. And what is this place meant to be? Like, I get that it's a visual reference to the floating, because we had the 3 goddess statues in Final Fantasy 6/3/whatever. And you have to wait for Shadow or you don't get him in the World of Ruin and blah blah. But like, in this game, what is it? The Jester's Causeway.
Floating?
The bats flew off in that direction.
Which means that's where we'll find Astos.
How?
Save us time.
Why? Why do you know that the bats flew off? Like, if the bats went there, that must be where Astos is. Like, why do you know that?
Let's be quick.
Be ready for anything.
I'm not saying it couldn't be true. It's just...
Can't you move?
Can you please move? Just gotta freaking move on, damn it.
Breathtaking.
This one's mine.
What's breathtaking? The spider? I'm trying to move away from...
I think Lufenia is.
Somewhere far away, I'm sure.
It's...
Not just in distance, but in time, too.
I can't even visualize that.
Imagine you're a worm squirming in the mud.
Okay, I think about that all the
Lufenians are
time.
birds soaring through the sky. They could eat you if they wanted, but they'll probably just cover you in droppings.
No, birds actually eat worms. They don't just shit on them. But it's like, where is... Imagine, where is Lufenia? I think it's somewhere far away. Or possibly it's sort of on the northeast continent, and for some... Really, there's no good reason for it other than inconvenience reason. There's only one hex you can land on, because the rest of it's forest, so you have to go through this long forest to get there, but
Make
it's...
this entertaining.
Otherwise, it's the village. I evaded, but I didn't block. So I guess I should have blocked.
It does not fear us.
Well, okay. I understand it doesn't fear us, but it's not that smart. It's a giant worm.
That's all of them.
Any victory is worth celebrating.
Do the Lufenians require their poop worms to fear them? No, they just poop on them. So shall it be with these creeps. Is it gonna let me fall to my death? I think it does. I think you get to fall, like you just respawn like with one hit point, if I recall how it works in this game. This is one of the more confusing places to try to navigate. And it's got a real Wolong Fallen Dynasty look to it, too. I thought we were following the bats, not fighting them. Way to control it, it's totally supersonic. I can't freaking focus on any of them. That should have been a super easy fight.
This is the one.
This is the way.
Nuisance.
Trying to make the donuts.
That was a simple matter.
You got blackjack, sugar.
Look almost disappointed, Jack.
You can't see my face, it's all covered up. Shut up, leave me alone. So that was it. It was just, this was just a place you could crawl down and get one optional treasure chest. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have a perfect understanding of how this level is meant to be navigated, but it does seem like the plot has finally got us going to pursue the weird Lufenians the weird Lufenians, not the normal Lufenians. But we're going after the Lufenians, who are some kind of weirdos who want to wipe out humanity, I think. Ow. Well, okay. Yeah, the problem is that I didn't fucking see that thing coming, and it got me twice with that spinny crap. So all my potions are gone now. That's good. They were just slowing me down. Hey, we got Thor's hammer. So, and we are almost certainly suffering penalties now for having gear that is too low a level. So let's activate our awesome new Tyrant Axe. The Ogre Kill. Well, this is a different Ogre Kill, but it's a fancier Ogre Killer. Let's go by level. Most of the time, you do just want the highest level stuff. This gives me breaker power. It's taking all my stats down, though. Physical defense is going down by kind of a lot. But you know what? I can equip a helmet with this on, which I could not do with that other one. I'm already wearing the highest level. Oh, because I just did that. Durr. Amazing music, by the way. Hey, we got evoker gear. But this is giving me better stats, and it's the same level. Genji Thigh Guards. These are way higher level than what I had before. I think our average equipment level may be maybe getting ready to be high enough here now. And this equipment level crap applies to these things too, which is annoying to me, because this is like, oh, break plus 13, whoop-de shit, but it's like, oh, it's higher level, so we probably need to consider it anyway. What am I using now? MP recovery rate is up, but I mean 2%, fucking cares. Lightning vulnerability, yeah, whatever. So this is actually going to give me probably significantly better break damage and break resist.
I can't do this for much longer.
This game is so
It's
boring.
your choice, Jack.
We can go on without you if you're just going to be a big pussy.
Hope it's good.
It's a larva. I just kind of realized on the other side of switching. This is at 102, but that Larva is probably higher level. Although it looks like I don't get to equip that as this job class, so. What a dink. Doesn't change your doesn't change this, which is probably for the best automatically, but we will go ahead and. Yeah, he looks like a real doofus. This Abyss Mail and Gallenhelm combo, he looks like a dork. But he's got much higher level gear now, so awesome sauce.
Were those cubes?
I need a break.
I feel like at the very beginning of the level there was like a split and we only went down one path, but I am not certain of that, and I don't strongly suspect we missed a bunch of awesome shit. We probably missed a couple of treasure chests here and there.
Come on.
Come on, follow me.
Come on, come on, come on.
Now!
The horrible affliction. You need to try something else.
Disgusting! Stop looking at me!
What? Ugly, disgusting. Stop looking at me.
We're safe for now.
All right.
Alright. Oh, apparently we're not safe. We're safe, but not really that safe.
Wouldn't want this to go to waste.
Agreed. Let's put it to good use.
What are you talking about? Why are you here, Ash? What's going on?
I didn't think we'd get through this way.
One more secret uncovered.
Uh-huh. I didn't think we'd get through with this very, very, very specific drop that we've identified. Is this taking us back to where we've already been? I think this is taking us back to where we've already been. This feels a bit more like progress.
Ugh, that thing's an eyesore.
We'll silence it for good.
We're really judgmental about those
Gotta finish this before the Reaper pays us a visit.
Aramelon eyeball monsters. Give me the old double axe handle. Oh, you're not down? No, that's right, because you do have to circle finish these guys
It's never easy.
when you don't beat like a million enemies.
It's coming apart. Mid-air? Get out of here. Move.
Let's go, 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 move, move, move. Are we... I think this is one of those like illusory drama, like we're not actually in danger. But maybe we gotta teleport to these little stations, beat a certain number
I
of...
think we overdid it.
Who cares?
Yeah.
At least we learned something useful.
Yeah. The darkness we sensed is gone.
Bingo. Let's smash some more statues.
Then we can destroy every safe foothold and punch your deaths. But yeah, the gimmick of the level would seem to be we got to find these little teleporters. They'll teleport us to individual floaty islands where once we defeat the Maw of Darkness, whatever the hell they are, we... Will this make me float out and just fall to my death? Ah! No, it doesn't. Seems like it since the beginning. Or not. But yeah, I guess we're going to a series of little battles like that, where when we defeat the Dark Gate Maw, whatever they're called, it makes a little island drop, and that somehow represents progress. This door may have been closed before. Hey guys, check it out, I'm floating. Excuse me, see? There's no way that there's any ground here holding me up. It's crazy.
There's one.
I expect
Step
to
for
be
step.
impressed.
I expect to be impressed by these spiders.
Cleanse the poison.
That was rough.
It wasn't. One Zanratsuken wiped out the whole batch. Of course, I did it by mistake. I was trying to do my silly charge attack, but... These are the Abyss Gauntlets. We're also...
The bones!
also
Those
known
who
as
sent
the...
us here are afraid
Joseph
of this
Park
world
gauntlets.
reconnecting back to their own.
In other words, they're terrified the past they abandoned will come back to haunt them.
Are you two talking about the Lufenians?
It's like that story wasn't all
What's going
fantasy.
on the left there? Party members are just like constantly trying to get here but not being able to figure it out and like warping back to their starting point. That was kind of amusing. The bones! Alright, so there's ground traps here that we should be aware of.
Let's go.
I expect to be impressed.
What's that?
That looks troublesome.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I was doing my fancy move. Why do you get to do fancy moves? It's not fair. Oh, well, at least I get to murder your face. Or the back of your head, whichever one that was. Fuck off.
Boring.
Barely even worth the trouble.
Boring. This whole game. Oh my god. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. I thought I saw bone traps, but either they disappeared during combat, which seems reasonable, because there's a lot of evading and not a lot of time for worrying about terrain damage. But either that or they just were never there, and I was just wrong. The bones!
It's our lucky day.
That could be useful.
The bones! You're welcome. Yeah, it's definitely one of the more confusing places to navigate. Because there was a... Nope. I guess you're supposed to bait them? There you go, you're supposed to bait them. There's a drop down that we found when we came over here and wrecked a little bone path or something. I feel like I'm missing secrets. Oh well. Do enemies get hurt by those, I wonder?
Watch it carefully.
I actually started to hit my regular swing and switched to a circle, and just in time.
Look, cubes.
Let's remember this place.
Okay, let's hit the cubes just to be safe. But I do feel like, oh fuck, I was hoping these guys wouldn't recover because they were
Let's be quick.
too close. What is going on here?
Shuri is still within reach.
That's the wrong thing to do. You know what? I messed this up in a huge way. Let's just get out of here. It'll be better next time.
Defenses are shattered.
I know. Good job, ladies.
The monsters have scurried away.
Well, they're dead.
Come on.
The bones! The Funk Soul Brother. The main thing that makes me think that the other party members care about Jack is the fact that they say his name a lot. Check it out, Jack. Jack, would you like to save? Hang in there. Und so weiter. Maybe that there's a little path over there that I should... You know what? Let's check over here. There was no reason to come over here. I guess you couldn't know that that wasn't going to be a huge thing, so... There could have been an iron bangle over there, you know?
world gets slightly smaller.
We'll use this to get back.
The world gets slightly smaller. See, this looks like a thing I'm supposed to interact with. This little glowy orange, whatever. Yeah, the nature of the geography around here, I'm just having a hard time telling what I've already done. These guys feel new. I don't think we fought this enemy. I don't think we fought Flan Princesses at this level.
We survived.
Yeah, I was hoping that flying person had been defeated by area of effect. You did fancy attacks, so there's glowy shit flying around everywhere. Technique. Don't really understand how some of this works. It's just like, oh, if you're close enough to an enemy when you kill it with a soul burst, other stuff also soul burstifies sometimes. I think that's a special of the Breaker set, actually. I think like not all of them work that way. That's one of the main reasons this is a good set. Because I don't think it's like everything, but like if something is already, if its guard is already somewhat weakened and you do a soul burst nearby, it just like gets sucked into it too. Lufinian Log 181025. The outline of the proposal made by our collaborators is as follows. After the strangers deal with the fiends, which continue to defeat our efforts to control them, we will increase darkness levels until local negative energy reaches its maximum threshold. Although this may cause this may cause all of humanity to transform into monsters, that will A, save us the time as they kill each other, B, lower the difficulty of reducing total darkness, and C, simplify the human problem. If all humans are monsters, the question of whether we should just exterminate them is a foregone conclusion. This will save us many headaches down the line. Our collaborator requested that the energy generated by this process be transferred to them. As we have no use for this energy, we readily agreed. In conclusion, once the strangers have destroyed the fiends, we will recover our agents and initiate the above proposal. Note that this document has also been shared with Astos. So, okay, so the strangers have... So, I think we're the strangers. And I think we are supposed to deal with the fiends. So the four fiends are actually... We're actually, like, against the Lufinians, it seems like. We, the strangers, are being used to defeat the fiends. And once that's done, somehow the fiends were controlling the darkness levels. And they're fiends, so they were probably making things pretty dark. But not dark in the way the Lufinians wanted, or, you know, whatever. They were not working with Lufinians. Lufinians destroyed them so that they can increase darkness levels until local negative energy reaches maximum threshold. And now we see these, like, pirate guys. So this is what was happening. Somehow, some way, the Lufinians turned Bicky the pirate and his men into monsters, which is why they, like, basically, like, we were watching... Sahagins were hanging around all over the pirate level from earlier in the game. Excuse me, but... I do think they were meant to be different, whereas here, the pirates were going berserk, and some of them were actually turning into Sahagins. And maybe that was already happening before. But yeah, that's what that was about. Why did the pirates start going nuts and attacking the Corneria after the fiends are defeated? I'm not saying this makes a ton of sense and is fantastic writing, but this is what we're finally having explained to us now. They went nuts because the Lufinians needed the fiends to be defeated in order to enact this plan to start pumping up darkness levels and turning people into monsters. So we were... I don't know that it's a good thing that the fiends existed, but I guess it was. And, you know, one of the fiends was Lich, who's this big, scary skeleton guy who says that he will bring suffering. So, again, not sure that we're just supposed to think the fiends were misunderstood good guys. Although Kraken acted like he was just kind of like, you guys don't know anything. Like, you should figure out what's going on before you attack. Pretty much all the other fiends were like, evil, we will murder you. But, yeah, they were keeping the Lufinians from enacting a plan which is currently going on of humans being transformed into monsters. Astos is not the collaborator, though. Because the collaborator, whoever that is, I sure hope they reveal that, because if they just don't, that's super lazy. But the collaborator, whoever that is like kind of using the Lufinians, it seems, to get this energy the Lufinians don't care about, so maybe it all works But we have at least now, because when they used the term collaborator before, I was in the back of my mind thinking, is that Astos? He's collaborating with the Lufenians? But no, Astos is apparently not the collaborator. He may still be evil, but he's not working with them. Or he's a different guy. But that's a different guy. Anyway, speaking of different guys, I don't have a segue here, really. We're going to call it a video, and when we come back next time, we will continue exploring creepy floating island of skulls and bones and driving this plot forward. Thanks for watching, guys.